Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. In today's video we are going to be cutting a mermaid skirt. So we'll be inserting our vertical measurement, which will be from our waist to our hip, which mine here is 9 inches. After imputing the 9 inches, we are going to be measuring from our waist to 2 inches before our knee line. That will be where the flare is going to start from. After marking our knee line, then we're going to be marking the length of the skirt. After doing that, now we're going to be imputing our horizontal measurement. That's your waist divided by 4 plus 1 inches for that and 1.5 inch for ease. If the fabric stretches, you can actually just add half an inch, or you can add more if you're comfortable with that. So after imputing our waist measurements, now we're going to be imputing our hip measurement. That's your hip divided by 4 plus 1.5 inch for both ease and seam allowance. Then you're going to be measuring your round knee. It's dependent on how free you want the flare to be on your knee part. After marking it, then we're going to be extending the flare towards the end of the fabric as shown. Please don't mind the chalk. I actually made use of a yellow chalk. I didn't know it was not this visible. I would have tried more, so please bear with me. Now we're going to be making a vertical connection of our waist to our hip, then to our knee, then we're going to be connecting it towards the hemline. If this is your first time on the channel, guys, welcome on board. It's good to have you here. Please do well to hit on the subscribe button, like this video and share with your friends and family members. And to my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much. The love has been massive and I so much appreciate you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. Back to the tutorial. Now on the hemline, you determine how wide you want the flare to be. So you measure that part. Then we're going to be connecting the lines towards the knee point with a flare. Make sure to take your time. After reeling the line, now we're going to be minusing half an inch from the upper part of the front waistline. You know, our waistline is not actually straight, so we'll give it that curvy shape that the waistline has. And this will enable the fabric to sit well on the waist. Make sure to notch where your dart is. I ended up not inserting a dart on this skirt because I didn't want a dart for this. So if you know you're going to be inserting a dart, make sure to notch the point in which you want your dart to sit on. And to get your dart measurement, you measure from your nipple to your nipple point, which at this point mine is 4 inches. That's where I inserted my dart. After marking it, then we're going to be cutting the fabric out. I tried as much as possible, guys, to make this chalk visible, but to no avail. Please just bear with me and just follow through the description and the line. You will understand it better, guys. So after connecting the lines, we're going to be cutting the front part now. I made use of 1.5 inch, 1.5 inches of fabric. Sorry, 1.5 yard of fabrics. I made use of 1.5 yard of fabrics for the skirt. It's not that wide, so I didn't make the part of the back zipper flare because I know I'm going to be adding a good day at the back. If you know your fabric is going to be much or you're going to be making use of enough fabric, you can add a flare at the lower part of the back zipper. When you add the good day, it will give the skirt a fullness. It will make it full. It will add fullness to the back of the skirt. But if you have enough fabric, there will be no need for the goodie. There will be no need for you to add a goodie at the back. So you just cut. So after cutting both the front and the back, this is how it looks. I actually cut the goodie off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. So we can see that the back of the skirt is straight, but when I add the goodie, it's going to be flowy. So if you have enough fabric, you can decide to make the back a bit flowy. Now it's time to stitch. This is the front and back part of the skirt. We are going to be stitching, leaving the allowance we left on the skirt. I used 1 inch to stitch the side. As you can see, we're going to be repeating the same process for the left and the right. If you know you're going to be inserting a dart, this is the point where you are to insert the darts before joining the sides. Over here you can see the back part. I stitch with 1/2 inch, and then the part for the zipper allowance I stitch it down. When it's time to insert the zip, I'll mark the zip point, which will be 9 inches. And then we can see at the lower hem of the back skirt, you can see the goodie added at the back, and the width is actually 7 inches in width. After stitching it, this is how it looks. If it's just going to be a skirt for you, this is the point where you're going to be adding your waistband. But if it's going to be a gown, you can add your half length of the top you're going to be attaching to make it a full gown. But if not, then you can fix your waistband and fix the zip also. Mine ended up to be a gown, but since this tutorial is not for a gown, so I only showed the part for the skirt. But if you're going to be making a gown, don't forget to add the half length to the skirt with 1/2 inch, and then you fix your zipper. Until my next tutorial, I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye guys.